What's up, guys? How you doing? We are back with another edition of the Fivers Futures live trading session. I am Dave, your host, and hopefully this is going to be another fun and exciting one. How you doing? Let me know in the chat where you're watching us from. I actually was just on prop firm match where we took a live trade, made a quick $200, so that was nice. PPI news came out. I haven't even had a chance to look at it. Let's see. We had a Trump tweet that kind of, made the market move. Let me check it out really quickly and see what's going on. How you doing, Daniel? Welcome. Good to see you here. Let me look at that tweet and see what happened. Unfortunately, Alejandra won't be joining me today. She has an engagement. So we'll be back next week in full force with Alejandra. But I'm here. Let me know in the chat, guys. Don't leave me alone. Remember to like the video if you haven't, and remember to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. I'm pumped today. By the way, full disclosure, yesterday I blew my 25K account, the one I was trading with you guys. I was on tilt. I stopped trading during the live trading session, and because I took 3 losses in a row, which were unnecessary, right? I was basically taking entries. So here's why it happened. I wasn't trading my system. Caesar was trading his system, and I was like, oh, let me just follow what Caesar's doing. It's going to be entertaining, and then if we make the profits together, it'll look great on camera, right? I was thinking more about what would look good on camera than actual trading, and because of that, I blew the account, right? But it's fine. It's not the first time. So we're starting over with a brand new, fresh account this morning. Made a quick 200, so we're gonna pass this challenge together, right? It happens, but lesson learned. I need to stick to my system, and what pissed me off, honestly, was because I took losses that I didn't prepare for. If I was trading my system, it would have been easy. Then in the middle of the trades, I started to trade my system, and it was too late, right? I was already 2 losses in the hole, and they were bigger losses than what I wanted. I got cocky. I forgot the ranges were wider, etc. When the ranges get very wide on the NQ, I switched to the yes. I did that, but I did it too late. So whatever. We start over, guys. All right, Daniel saying waiting for the GC break, making a 1-hour video. It's now available on the Fivers Trading Journey. Nice. Yeah, no secrets, guys. No secrets. I love that about Daniel, and I share as much as I can as well. I'm actually working on something. I'm working on multiple things for you guys, right? I'm working on a full trading course for you guys that will come out. I can't even talk today. That will come out soon. I'm also working on better indicators for you guys. I'm also working on statistics. Do I have the stats here? I have a lot of stats to show you guys. We're going to look at that. Right now, there's not much to do on the indices. Daniel's saying he's waiting for something on gold. So let's check gold out. Let me look at my weekly. Put the 1 hour. Man, we are crashing. Okay. Are you looking for this break here, Daniel? By the way, if you want, I can pull you back up, man. I don't like being here alone. So if you want, I'll send you the link and we could just talk. So let me know if you want to. I have a little bit of background music today because, you know. Can you guys hear the music? Let me know in the chat. So you're waiting for the break. That's the 1 hour chart. What I'm looking at is, all right. Let me show you. Let me send you that link. I'm going to DM it to you on Discord. Actually, it's the same one from yesterday. I just sent it to you on Discord, so you can log in whenever you want. This way I'll have company. I won't be alone. And then Daniel is an OG. He's been trading way longer than I have. So I love to hear his point of view, especially when it comes to gold, because I'm not a great gold trader. I'll take some trades here and there, but let me look at gold. I have a longer term view on gold. So I think we could definitely, ah, man, look at that. I've been talking about this for a long time, how we needed to go back and test this liquidity area around those 40, 43, 4,400, 4,200s. So we broke this level. Next target is, we talked about, so this was Caesar's levels, but I think we probably go all the way here. All the way to, call it 3,700s. How much of a pull would that be from the top? That's a 30% pullback, guys. In a bull market, a 30% pullback is still healthy, right? 20% is healthy. If you get more than that, then yeah, we're you know, kind of underwater. But 30% pullback in a bull market on gold would still be healthy. Let's pull up a weekly chart here and see. Let me get these levels out. Yeah, man. 1, 2, 3 weeks of down moves. 1, 2 weeks. We get the third week and then reverse back up. There's a contract changing. And then remember, we're in the summer months, guys. Summer months, usually things get quiet. So totally possible. Let me know who's here in the chat, guys. Let me know who's here, who's watching. Let's go to a 5-minute. Look at this. All right, so we pulled back, found a level here. By the way, let me know when you're ready, Daniel. All right, we found some support around here, found some support around here. All right, you're here? I can't hear you. Daniel. Now I can hear you. All right, let's put you live.
Okay.
You are live.
Hopefully the mic is correct today.
Yeah, mic is great. Mic is great. Let me turn off this music.
Yeah.
I don't need music anymore now that you're here. How you doing?
Right. Let's see if I can hear you, because I have to mute YouTube. That was the challenge. Right.
Okay. Take your time. Take your time. We're just looking at these charts. We have about 30 minutes until the open, so we're good to go there.
So
are you here? Daniel's making us work for it.
Yeah, I'm here. Do you want me to go through? Go.
I want to hear what you want to talk about. I mean, I want to hear your take on gold. And if you can, share your screen. This way you could really show us what you're talking about. Seeing some buyers step in here on, you know, we had almost equal lows here. Nice pullback. We have a nice consolidation here. So let's see, you know, here we're kind of breaking out. So Let's see on longer time frame, 15. This is looking pretty clean. If the open doesn't mess it up, we could probably go and test these highs. We'll see what happens there. But looking good. All right, guys. While Daniel is getting ready in the background, let me take a quick look. I think you need to mute the YouTube. I think we're good there.
Yeah, I'll try that, but I have no sound in the streaming software. Let me see here.
You can't hear me? You need to go to the settings and then audio. So I'm going to send you a screenshot of where you need to go. So settings, I'm sending it to you on Discord. Settings, and then once you go on Discord, you go to audio, and then you need to choose the right output. So let me put this here. I sent you 2 screenshots on Discord. All right.
Great. I'll come back in like 30 seconds.
No problem. All right. While Daniel is loading up his charts, let's get back into the indices. Let me take a quick look at oil first. We just had a Trump tweet, by the way. Look at that. Man, this is coiling up, guys. This is coiling up. It's looking great for traders, but not looking great for us that live and pay bills and pay taxes and buy gas and do things like that. Because you see the way this oil futures is coiling up. There's a few outcomes. Let's talk about the bullish outcome, which is the scariest one. Bullish outcome is what? We've been doing higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. We tried to break down. We're doing another higher low, right? We might wick lower here and do a fake out, then find buyers, explode to the upside, test these levels, pull back, thinking it's going to be, one of those fake breaks and explode up. If this was a small cap stock, a penny stock, even a mid cap stock, I would be taking this long. I would start to buy over here, risking those prior levels, right? And then if we're doing a measured move, well, guess what? This is the measured move from here. And then we go target $140 to $150 per barrel. It's great for traders. It's bad for us who have to buy products in general, right? Gasoline or anything. Gasoline first, because it's going to hit the pump first. And they've been using reserves to keep the price down. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but this would be, let's call it, quote unquote, the bullish case for oil. That's if you're a trader. Now, the bearish case, if everything gets solved, is we break down from here, we retest, and then hopefully we move lower, right? That's what I would prefer to see on oil, because we need to bring prices down, prices of everything. But as you know, as oil pushes up, the indices are inversely correlated. So we would see, if this explodes to the upside, we would see the Nasdaq, the ES fall really quickly. So we'll see what happens. And if they fall, which is kind of what I'm seeing right now, right? And let me switch to the NQ. I was just talking about that on prop firm match. I think we might get a 10 to 20% pullback. All right. And guess what? If we measure from, because this move, this is not sustainable. You guys know I like to talk about the speed of price. So sprinting, running, and whatever. This is sprinting forever. We cannot sprint forever. We have to pull back. So this was we had to expect something was going to happen. We were going to pull back, right? And here, from these highs to these lows, and I know Daniel likes to talk about the 50%. Guess what? 50% is right at around 26, call it 26,820, more or less, right? And that would line right up with the prior highs. So if I move this line here, it would line right up with these highs, right? So this is a key area of interest. If we pull back to here, which is what, 2,000 points lower than here? Yeah, 2,000, about 2,000 more points. That's a healthy pullback. That's totally doable. If we pull back lower to about 20%, that is still, in my opinion, healthy, right? Is it going to happen overnight in one day? Of course not. This is over the course of many days, and you could see, us breaking down, pulling back up, breaking down, you know, maybe faking out. So this could be long and drawn out. Maybe something similar to what we had over here, right? And this lasted what? This lasted 154 days, so about half a year, 6 months. So that's what we might get. But we never know. We might just get a wick down, continue to move up, or we get a crash. So we'll see. We'll see. Daniel, let me know when you're ready. All right, let me bring you back up. Let's get your screen going. Look at that handsome fella. That picture in black and white. I like the
It's
Mr.
me, 27 years old.
Nice, nice. Man, I remember when I was 27.
Yeah, me too.
It's a great time.
The good days.
Good old days. We're dating ourselves here.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, let me get the screen ready. 1 second. Need to add your screen there. I need to do a screen that says guest. This way it'll be ready all the time. All right, I got your screen. We're editing this live, guys. We do everything live. All right, you're up.
Nice. Yeah, there we have it. Good. Okay, so I was checking today's price action, and this is a poor quality day for gold. I can see that from the beginning here. And the reason it's a poor day is because you see here it says execute short, meaning it has broken the downside, but it did it like with one micro tick or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we want to have a imbalance somewhere here in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's only noise there. So the closest imbalance we have is this one is taken out. This one pretty much taken out already before the break. It should be this one up here. And that is not part of my system. So let me show you. Let me do like this. We can take this. Take them off like this. So easier to see. Yesterday, we had this. You see this box here that is 2300 or 11 p.m. New York
Mm-hmm.
to was 6 a.m. Is that what it says? I don't see it because there is a sharing icon. Yeah, 6 a.m. So it's
I think
basically
6:45. Yeah.
7 hours. 7 hours of it's pretty much early Asian session until into the European session quite a bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lunchtime here in Europe. And that's where gold, that's what my stats from, I don't know, there are probably thousands of trades, but defining the box, I had to use AI to check when and where did my trades go well, when did my trades not go that well. So I haven't sit down and tried to figure this out myself, trade by trade. I let the machine out there create it for me.
Nice.
So this box is where don't touch gold. That's my system. And when that happens, since it was breaking on the downside yesterday, see it here, right?
Mm-hmm.
First time. I take the top, A to B, and follow it. You see the red line there, that's 50%.
Yeah, I see it.
I just follow price. As long as it can't go up, I just follow price. And there was the bottom before it actually went up around 50%. And when it hit the 50%, or where the 50% line sits, I want to go back and see, do I have an imbalance candle, the biggest candle and the biggest gap? We had it here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So between here and up to here is my entry point. And my stop loss would be the candle above. I don't allow more than that, because if it's a good trade, it will stay below there.
Yeah, it'll just work.
So it's minimal risk, right?
Okay. Well, you call it imbalance, but the the youngins these days like to call that a fair value gap.
Yeah, and there's a reason why I'm not calling it that. And I'm not going through that in this live.
No, we
But
don't need to. I'm just calling it out for the ones
yeah,
who are gonna say no, that's a FVG or whatever. I'm
yeah.
just saying it. Yeah,
Same thing, different name.
different
It's
name.
just that in when I started to trade, there were no uh, that kind of name. It was just imbalance and balance, and they
Yeah,
are
that's
probably
fine. I totally
no.
agree with you.
So, but we can call it fair value gap if you want to. That doesn't
No,
really
I
matter.
want
It's
to
a
call
gap
it what
with,
you call it.
yeah. I call it imbalance. All
There
right.
we go.
So
Imbalance.
we can mark this one up yesterday. It's a very easy setup, because when you have been down here awaiting the 50% and have a fair value gap here, or this imbalance for fair value gap, you basically, this is a very small one. What I normally do, I allow the entire middle candle, because the fair value needs a candle to the left and one to the right, to otherwise it's not a gap, right? So,
Hmm.
so I basically allow the full candle there, because nothing is exactly in the market, right? Like this, right?
Hmm.
So if I do have the A, B to the C around 50 and imbalance, all my boxes are checked
Got
for a
it.
sell, for a sell. So I entered short here, right? Stop
Hmm.
loss above here, it's a very
Hmm.
small one. And then the original target is that the range it could break down. So basically here is the first take profit.
First CP, yeah.
Yeah.
And we could see that it formed a. It's interesting. It formed a resistance level right there at
Yeah.
your TP. So yeah, very nice.
Yeah. And this works super for gold. It's gold is very nice when it comes to support, resistance, zones, and so on. It's that's why I'm using it on gold, because it's working uh, perfectly.
Hmm.
But I can tell you, because you revealed yourself, so I'm going to reveal myself. Yesterday, before the CPI, I was thinking, well, let's short here, because we won't probably go up here today, right?
Yeah,
So what I
CPI
did,
changed that.
I added 30 mini
Oh
and
wow.
went short.
Woo.
CPI came, and goodbye for the competition account.
Oh, you were trading in the competition? Man, you
Yeah.
were climbing. I think I saw you at number 30 something. You were climbing the charts.
Yeah, I was actually position number 5 before that trade,
What? Nice.
because
Oh
I was
man.
like 10,000 plus. But
Man.
that was, again, pain teaches me every time. I have
Yep.
done this so many times. You sit there and say, well, now I think I know better than my system that I have pro and stats based on. So we all do those mistakes. So if you want to have a uh, soccer puppy friend, then you that's me, right? But let's go back to this one again, because it's again, it's the box, it's the break. Look for where you have the 50%, right?
Yep.
If you have also an imbalance or a fair value gap, it's a double check on that trade. That's super strong that it will actually happen. And I can also see from this one here, there is no bulls at all here. So basically, if it can even get up here, it's a lot of resistance on the buy side, right? Because it's sell, 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 sell. But
Yep.
it did perfectly here. And since you have the stop up here, your risk is small. This is your first partial, where I normally take 50% off. And as soon as I do that, I move my stop loss to break even. So it's a free trade,
Nice. I
right?
like that.
And then I just leave the trade until 4 p.m. or just before 4 p.m.
Oh, okay. So you
And
kind of
and
have like a time stop there.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
because I don't want to be part of because I was trading this also as CFD, and there we have swaps from.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are a nightmare. So I don't want that. So I just want to be a day trader on this system because it's 15 minutes. You see here that you can use 5 time frames basically,
Hmm.
but I'm only using one right now. So as soon as this one call for a direction, then I go check: is there close to 50? Is there any imbalance? If it is, I just follow the same exact system every day, or I didn't yesterday apparently because I just revealed that, but I should, because if I do that, let me add these ones back. This right. There you see the actual badges on the on that trade, right?
Hmm.
Take
So
profit there, and
so
yeah,
let's I'd actually, since we have a box today and we're actually 4 minutes from the open, what price behavior would you need to see to take a position, and where would you be picking your level? So right now, if you were to take your 50%, if I understand correctly, you would be positioning it at the height of the box, and then you would be dragging it down to the bottom
like
of that
this.
wick right there. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we touched that 50% twice. Now we have a candle that's a little bit below. We want to wait for the open and see what it does before you pick your spots, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and basically that 50 was also this gap here. You can see that,
Yeah.
uh, but it was the problem here was we had a lot of consolidation at that gap.
So you're not seeing any big imbalance yet for you to,
No,
that's why you were saying that you don't see anything right now, right?
exactly. It's. I mean, you do have one here and you have one here, but when it looked at this, I know this is poor quality. So
Okay.
if we will get a reversal trade today, meaning it will flash up and maybe come down and then runs really away, I wouldn't be super surprised. I do know that the situation in the world right now makes sure that pressing and pushing gold down, because there's a lot of sell-off of gold due to the geopolitical situation.
Yeah.
But I can't take that into account for my system. I must follow it. So if I were doing anything on this chart, then it would be, let's see, this one is not fully filled yet. It will be this box or potentially this higher box. But I know that the higher I go when it comes to imbalances, the less probability is that it actually will keep falling.
Okay.
So that's why I say I mean, it's an okay trade, but it's not
Well,
perfect, and I like
yeah.
perfect.
We don't need to waste mental capital or actual capital or firm capital, for that matter, for a trade that's not worth it. So I totally agree with you there. We want to pick our spots better. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, look at yesterday. If you were trading futures here, the risk was really small.
yeah, it was pretty small there. These are
And the
50.
top,
That's a 15-minute time frame, right?
yeah, 15.
Okay. Okay.
It's the 15 GC time frame. And I mean, you will not get this kind of trade every day, but
No.
when you get them, most people think 1-1 and so on, right?
Yeah.
Why should you leave a trade that is going in your direction when you can protect it here, take partial, move your stop to break even?
Well, that goes to what I'm always talking about. I'm always like, guys, there's the payroll and then there's the bonus. You're not gonna get the bonus every time, but you want to put yourself in a position where you get the payroll, meaning you get paid for the trade, you get paid for your work. And I've done that multiple times on screen where I go in with a couple of contracts, you take one off,
Yeah,
you get paid for the trade, and then you let the other one run. Maybe you won't get it, but when you do get it, sometimes, man, you could get paid when it's a trend day.
yeah.
So totally agree with you there. I want to just take this comment here. Trade with Patel. welcome back. I think I've seen you here before. Future trading, 1 day risk 0.5%. I think you mean 0.5%, not 50%. But I don't fully understand the comment here. Are you saying, so basically you're saying for 1 day you want to risk, so on a 25K account, for example, that would be 0.05. You're risking that? I don't fully understand. But anyways, I just saw the comment there. Wanted to ask more details on it. We are open right now. Let's see what we're doing. We're selling off a little bit on the indices, and I definitely want to take a look at gold. Maybe I'll take a gold trade today since you're here. I took my Nasdaq trade really quick. I was live on what's it called? Prop for a match a few minutes ago. Let me get my screen back up. I took a quick scalp. Made a little bit of profit there. So let's see what happens on the indices, and then I definitely want to take a look at golds, because if we get something that makes sense, maybe around 10 o'clock, then maybe we'll take it. Right now, looking at this, we're going to respect the system. I'm going to do my usual opening range trade. I'm going to wait for the levels to kind of develop, show me what they do, and then we'll pick our spots, right? Let's actually, I'm going to show you guys the indicator, and then we can look at the stats, and you guys can see why I'm waiting and what I'm doing. But this morning I caught a little bit of this up move here. I could put my executions back on. Where are they? There we go. So we tapped into this level. I wasn't even paying attention because we were talking. Then I looked. I'm like, man, okay, we missed this. This was so clean. So I got in right there, added here, thinking we might just continue and explode higher. But when we started hesitating, and this was a shorter time frame, when we started hesitating here, and because I had to leave the stream and come on to this one, I got out there waiting to see what we get here. But longer term, I think we might be pulling back more. We'll see. You have any opinion on the indices, Daniel?
I mean, if I use the same
You don't
box
like the
system,
indices. What?
if I take the same box on NQ, we are in the box range so far. We haven't broken the up or downside. So let me see at ES.
We're in the middle.
Yeah, we seems to be in the middle of everything. Yeah, the YM, the ES, the NQ, all are in the box so far. So there is no trade setup that I can agree with yet. So but the YM has a very nice imbalance, a massive one. So on 15 minutes. So do ES, and so do NQ.
Oh yeah, right here. Okay.
So that's a super clean one. So, but first we must set the direction down or up, and then go back up, fill that, or at least touch that imbalance. So I mean, same method can be used on indices, gold, silver, stocks, probably if you were doing it, but because they have session times, they open and they close, and that's the important of this box.
So being a YM trader, we're looking at this here. Okay, we had this huge imbalance here on the 15-minute. We tapped into it a little bit. We're pushing lower. If I get the levels here, let me get the. By the way, they modified the Fibonacci tool, guys, for us based on your feedback. Modify this. Wait, I want to get this here. Get the 50% going. Where is it? Levels. We'll remove this. We'll remove this. Apply. Okay. Let's put 50%. Where is it? Show. Apply. Okay. Yeah. So where would your kind of guide me here? Where would your prior? So this is the imbalance candle.
Yeah.
Right. But where would your prior box be?
It would be the highest up there where you are with your arrow pretty much. The highest wick
So
there
highest
would be
there.
the
Uh-huh.
high,
Uh-huh.
and the low would be it would be around 2 a.m.
2 a.m. So that's 2
The
a.m.
long red wick there to the left.
This one.
Yeah, yeah, exact.
Nice. Okay.
So that's the box for the same box that gold is using.
Nice.
And I mean these two they work hand in hand many times, the
Okay.
indices and gold. So
And then,
uh,
oh man, I didn't set it as default. Wait, let me fix
and
this.
I mean every time I see this tapping into the fair value gap or the imbalance, I
Uh-huh.
get trigger happy. But I know that the box is my shield and my mentor. I know
Yeah.
that, but many times I take trades there anyway, because if it taps into it and I see like an engulf down, then
Mhm.
then I can try to trade from the engulf down to the box low, just to have something going, right?
Okay, get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Got it. Got it. All right. So now you would just be, we've had a low. We are right at the 50% yeah, I mean, from the box high, but you're not triggered yet, right?
Nope.
Okay. So do you need like a down move and then a retrace
Yeah.
before? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So one has to be very patient there because this is a 15-minute chart and this might take multiple hours. Buyers are stepping in on the YM. Looking good. So we'll leave this here. I don't need this to be this long.
Uh,
Levels, where is it?
Let
Right.
me reset the time frame boxes because we can actually check several time frames at the same time with my indicator.
Sure.
Uh,
Justin, let's go, let's go, let's go. How you doing, man? MNQ, okay, buyer stepping back in. So let me switch to this for a second. I want to show you guys something because I've been looking at statistics. Okay, it's not going to draw the box just yet. This was a pretty decent buy entry for a retest of this, but we'll let it develop, and then I'll show you guys what I want to show you. And then I know Daniel is loading stuff in the background.
Yeah, I checked the 1, 5, 15, 30 in 1 hour on NQ. No, sorry, that was not NQ, that was YM, NQ. And it says waiting for break, of course.
Hmm.
Um, the thing you can do here is you can check like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and so on, but you should have the imbalance on the 15 minutes because the imbalance is on lower than 15 minutes.
There is an imbalance on the 15-minute right above, so right around here. So basically,
Yeah,
this whole area here is what you're talking about. And me, honestly, what I was looking for faster this morning was a tap into my TP would have been around, up there. What I was looking for is, let me just zoom out and put this bigger. 15-minute, right? Since I like to talk about running, sprinting, whatever. So, here we were, let me put this like that. Here we were, the price was, let's say, running or jogging, right? And then we broke out of this range. I was looking for us to go and retest higher before going down, but it looks like they want to push it lower. And if they do push it lower, we could definitely go test lower levels. So we'll call it 28,500, or even with volatility these days, 28,375 more or less. So we'll see what happens.
yeah, it would be really nice to break the low and come up and fill the full
Yeah.
imbalance and then down again.
Yeah, that
But
would be a great setup.
so let's see.
Let's see, let's see, let's see. Guys, let us know in the chat. Do you have anything in particular you want us to look at? Do you have questions for Daniel? There's a ton of experience here. Let us know. And then don't forget to like the stream. Let me check if they like. Oh man, fortunately, this is why when you're in front of a computer, you use a closed beverage thing. Okay, this fell on my keyboard. I had it happen to me in the past where it fell off, but it wasn't. It was a cup, right? So I mostly use these because we don't want
Safe.
to fry a keyboard in the middle of a stream and not have a keyboard to play with.
Right.
But
So people, do you trade a lot of euro US dollar, GBP US dollar, gold, silver, indices, or what do you want to talk about? We can take anything. Just let us
yeah,
know.
let us know. Let us know. We are here for you. Looks like we might lose these lows, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, I only see 5 likes, guys. Let's get this to 10. I know there's at least 10 people watching right now. And I don't know why. I don't know why, but when Alejandra's here, we get up to at least 50 concurrent viewers. So I wonder why. All right, we're moving. What's gold doing? Let me look at gold again.
It looks like the indices started to moving really sharp here because it's a lot of points. But gold is, yeah, I think it will be a poor day until the orange man hits the tweet.
Oh man, he tweeted this morning.
You did?
Yeah, he did. Let me pull it up. First squawk. Give me a sec. Where is it? That's World Bank. He tweeted on Truth Social. The latest news is, let's copy this. So the latest news is this. Officials have communicated to President Donald Trump that such an operation would likely require a significant number of ground troops and could potentially result in heavy U.S. casualties. So I guess he was calling for ground troops today. You know, they shot, supposedly they shot a U.S. What's it called? U.S. helicopter.
Yeah.
Yesterday. So.
But I mean, he
There you
revenged
go.
that, and then he found a new thing.
There you go. I got all his tweets right there. Yeah, you were gonna say?
Yeah, I was just going to say that Byron D has a question for you, Dave, or maybe for me as well, but you can start.
You could take it. We have a bunch of questions here. Colin saying dollar index is high. What do you guys see into that? Actually, yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, it's I mean, it's useful sometimes, but depending on what you trade, of course. If you trade euro or pound, it's very useful because there's a lot of percentage inside of it.
Yeah.
I do like DXY, but I also like the VIX and the VVIX. The VVIX is the indicator for VIX. It tells us what VIX should be doing in the next few hours, so on. So for the dollar index, what level is it on right now? Is it super high or is
Right
it
now it's at 100.
100? Okay.
DXY is at 100. So we wicked high twice, tapped about 100.2, and right now it's at 100. So it's kind of falling, and we're seeing, equities want to lift. So here's the thing. I think it's a good thing to have an overall pulse and look at the dollar index, right? And then the correlation with equities and whatever you're trading. The great thing, and this is why I love intraday trading, it sometimes doesn't matter so much when you're trading intraday within a couple minutes or a couple hours, right? If we look at, let me give you a clear example. This trade this morning made the $200. If we measure the time I spent in the trade, from, let's see, here, what was it? 8:43, and then I got out at right there. I spent 9 minutes in the trade. So, man, this is insane. $200 in 9 minutes. This used to be a full 8-hour shift. But the reality is it doesn't influence the intraday trading that much, especially if you're taking, very, very short time frame trades. If you're going to hold for, multiple days, man, we might take off. 9:45. Yep, we're taking off. Is there a tweet? Okay, finally have the levels. All right, guys, I'm going to show you something really quick, and then I'll tap into the other comments. I can't see what they are right now. So we have the indicator that Daniel has helped me build. We're getting the A plus trigger here to take the breakout. I'm not going to take the breakout. That's a mistake I made yesterday. If it takes off, it takes off. It's fine. But this was a nice pullback, double bottom here. We formed the range, and then we're taking off. All we need now is to see, okay, are we going to go above, hold the prior highs, and go retest the highs? That would be the long setup. That's what I would be looking to take. But if not, well, we get an explosion to the upside that we've been talking about to Daniel. We get into the imbalance levels that would line up with this, and we would see it on YM as well, or maybe even lower. We retest and then we push lower. So that would be the two setups I would be looking for. If this is just going to take off without me, well, it can take off without me. These are setups that you have to be really paying attention to and not be blabbering about. So we're waiting. Justin saying wear a skirt. Oh, okay. I'm not going to do that. IG62 saying because she closes her eyes and enters the trade. I could do that. I could close my eyes and enter the trade, and maybe we'll get more people to watch. Let's look at what Byron is saying. What indicators, signals are you looking for regarding the next breakout move as the chart is currently trading sideways? Okay. Well, we missed it, but this could have been one indication is we had this prior level here. I had my level marked off. Why? Because this was an area of interest. It's an area where we tapped into, reversed from, break below, retested, went back up, and this morning's move confirmed it. So that's an area you could have been looking at to enter long. Patience would have required you to wait here. When we retested, it was right around 940, 942, and you could have taken this. And then what you're doing is I'm looking at order flow. So I'm looking at, okay, how fast are the candles moving? Is volume increasing? So I probably would have entered either here or here, right? And even maybe late here if my risk warranted that. So risk wise, yeah, I could have entered around at the latest around, let's say 28,740, 28,750, give or take, right? And then there you're aiming for a 1.5 to 1 or 2 to 1. Right now we are in that imbalance level that Daniel and I talked about, but we're breaking above it. So let's look at the YM. YM is right at that level. So since we're at that level, Daniel, and I'm glad it's there, what would be your thinking right now in the 15-minute chart?
On the YM?
Mm-hmm.
The YM still has some points to fill that one. I would say NQ is even better because it's wick off the imbalance hard. So even though it's not a trade for me, people who are trading imbalances or fair value gaps probably has already sold it and put a stop above the high there.
Yeah, sold here and put a stop here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
for the YM, I using a CFD chart, sorry, and there we have the imbalance. There is some space up to the top, so I think the YM will actually move a little bit higher before it's
before it rolls over.
valid for sell. Yeah. but
All
it's
right.
quite sideways noisy, like Brandon says there. It's sideways. So I mean, you can take those trades and of course scalp that down to like 50% level,
Yeah.
bottom of the day, top of the day, and so on. But for me, based on how I trade, I normally end up in the loss when I do this. I wait for my break box.
Nice. All right. Indices showing strength here. So, woof. All right. We're show. This is a squeeze, guys. This is shorts panicking and getting out of it. These are the people that saw the same setup Daniel talked about, right? And that started entering short. And then we had a bunch of longs pile in, and the shorts are hitting out. When you see these violent moves, that's what's happening. It's people panicking out and getting out of shorts. Because I have to say, this was the setup I was looking for to go short, and this is why you wait for a retest. Why? Because you remember I talked about this earlier. We're looking at this, and I said, okay, we might get two setups, and I'll put the boxes so you could see. But we had the price. I said we had the price moving like that. We broke out of this trend, right? I need a retest to go short. Well, we're getting that retest, but we're getting that retest with a ton of strength. That's why you always need a bullish, a bearish, and a neutral case. Because what? If strength is coming back in, well, there are plenty of levels to go reach for up there, right? And with Mr. What's his name tweeting, where's the tweet? I was gonna put all the tweets this morning. Screenshot, where is it? There we go. This is what Mr. Trump is tweeting. Iran bombing tonight will be more powerful. He doesn't want boots on the ground. Iran is finished. There will be more bombing. So look at how we're reacting to all of this. Let me see if there's more news. Don't see any news. Just that Nasdaq is rising, but this is obvious. So right now we're still in kind of don't do anything mode, because the only thing you could have caught was maybe this pullback for a continuation higher. And it depends on your time frame as well. This is to answer Byron, by the way. You need to know what time frame you're trading. How long are you planning to hold trades, right? This is a 1 minute chart, which I like to use because I want, and this is a goal of mine, to make the trades happen on stream. We have 2 hours, right? Which means that on average, my trades need to happen within half an hour. So you could totally take this, but I want to be able to take a trade that I can hold for 15, 20, 30, an hour plus. So not there yet. Now we're
Big bulls on indices on
yeah,
European. Looking at DAX,
yeah,
YM, ES, NQ, all do the same thing, talk the same language. I would never sell that one. It would
yeah.
be,
No, this is pure strength. And you
yeah.
could see, look at the shape of the candles. You have a huge candle. You have a second candle that's it's almost the same size of this one. A quick pullback, and then complete engulfment of these two. So, nothing to do here yet. We need price to calm down. Then if I go to my indicator, remember I was talking about, okay, we need to break, pull back. Well, what I was waiting for is pullback, retest, second pullback, then we go higher. But when things are super strong like this, you either let it run if you didn't catch it, or you don't fight it. Because this is insane. The opening range is 135 points.
Wow. Yeah, it's
We're up 367 points. That's 1.2%, guys. Let's look at this on a daily chart. This is insane. Wow. Wow. We might just
I
get
had
it. Yeah.
oh sorry.
No, you're
I
good.
had a box trade on DAX futures, perfectly set up with 50% hit TP with this latest bull move here. The indices seems to be very strong right now.
Indices are super strong.
Yeah, it's and also gold is heading north, and that's a little bit different, but it's probably, yeah, it's just faking around the 50 is.
Ah man,
But
gold.
but
I thought
the YM took off like nothing else.
like
So
crazy, yeah. No, we started seeing it right
yeah,
there. We started seeing it right there when you took this pullback and we saw it exploding up. But yeah, no setup for me just yet. I mean, if you caught this, you're good to go. But if you didn't catch it, just wait.
I have armed long on YM. ES has not yet alerted long. Nasdaq arm long. So NQ and YM is now breaking the box to upside. So pull back on these to like 50% would be an excellent next trade on the indices.
Yep. ES might be the one that offers us the chance, but even there, yeah, ES is testing those highs.
I must check news because there must be something
Yeah,
going on here.
there's something going on. Let me check the news. By the way, chat, do you know what's going on? Is there news going on? Because this is inflation outpacing growth. Yeah.
Probably the tweet you showed with Trump
Oh,
saying
that
we're going to
happened
hit.
like 40 minutes ago. This is something happening right now.
Yeah.
UAE, okay, there we go. UAE and Iran, that was 10 minutes ago. Let's see, 10 minutes ago is because I like to match it. That was 6 minutes ago. Yeah, 10 minutes ago. There we go. That candle right there at 9:45. UAE. This, by the way, is this is what? This is ES. We might take a quick short here, but that's a fast one. That's like 2 bars. Oh, this is for your entertainment only. TP is right there. Oh man, I'm in with 5 contracts. I didn't see that.
Wow.
Whoa,
Uh,
whoa, 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 whoa.
if
Sorry,
I
guys.
was you, I would be wait for the top
I
of the
was
hour.
I was trying to get this quick down move, but I so like I was trying to get it from this is for entertainment, just from here to maybe about here. But I didn't even realize I got in with 5 contract. Well, guys, we made $50. I
That's good.
I exited out really quickly. But yeah, I'm looking for this to go to here and then do what it wants to do. So these are the quick moves here. um what's his name, Byron was asking how do I think about entering trades. Well, it's easy. We had the level here, it's already there, so I can enter short it here on that candle. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that. Let me put this back down. Way too much risk, um because I don't want to be risking $500 on a on a 25K account on one trade. So yeah, the target was about right here is where I would be getting out. This is like a quick scalp, right? But if you're thinking of doing a trade you can hold longer, then this is not a valid entry because you expect, and I expect, somewhat of a retest. So you could be, if you're, if you're thinking short longer term, you could be scaling in, but I'd rather wait, especially with all this strength we just saw. This is probably gonna push higher.
I do think you could have taken more there because look at YM and NQ 5 minute chart. There's a
Let me
very good imbalance there, close to 50% of the range for today. So looks really
So
nice.
YM, what do you look? Sorry, I didn't catch what you said for YM.
5 minutes, 5 minutes chart.
Yeah, I'm on the 5 minute chart right now.
And then you see you have an imbalance sitting at uh, my 50% line sitting there, biggest candle, biggest gap. So this is CFD, but the bottom low there will probably be 51.83.
You
Let
can
me
share
see.
your screen if you want, because
Yeah,
I think it'll be
it's
easier.
better.
Yeah, keep the screen on. I'll jump back and forth between mine and yours, unless you don't want to show the screen. But
Okay.
Byron, is a win is a win. Yeah, a win is a win, but a win is not always a good win, right?
Okay, it's up.
All right, let's get Daniel's screen up.
There you go. Okay, great. You see here, this is 5 minutes. This is YM, but I'm using a free version of Trading View. So I can load my
It's fine.
feed. Yeah, but you see here that we broke the box here.
Mm-hmm.
There, that's the box. And if that's the box, this is the bottom. You see where we have the 50% here, right?
Yeah.
And there you see this. Here you have the imbalance, right
Mm-hmm.
at 50%. The biggest candles, the biggest candle, and the biggest gap from here to here, right?
Yep.
So expecting it to at least go down to here, but down to here is possible. So I mean, you can take smaller positions all the way down, but the most common is 50% of the gap, right?
So
Most.
you will be looking the scale in long right there, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. So ES is triggering my long. Am I on the ES? No. Oh shoot. All right. Well, I'll wait
Um,
for a second retest.
yeah. On the ES, I don't have the break yet, but if NQ has broken, YM has broken, it really doesn't really matter that much because then we have 203. So it's pretty strong anyway, I would say.
Yeah.
But
All right.
if you look at NQs, same thing here. See, we're up here, and imbalance that exists is here. Oops, let me move this one to the box. It will be there. That's the zone for potential ABC wave down, and then the real push up.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. I
Yeah,
started scaling into the ES, so we'll see. ES is just allowing me to manage my risk better. So I'll show you guys what we're looking at. This is the setup we kind of talked about this morning. You wait for the break, wait for the pullback. Let's go to ES. Well, MES. I'm trading micros. So opening range. Oh, I'm not even showing my screen. I'm long ES.
yes, there.
But I like the Dow. If it does that, maybe we could take it. Nice engulfing is indeed nice engulfing candle here. We're long. I'm gonna show you the long in a second, but I have the indicator here, so I don't have to draw the boxes. So man, this look at this A plus here triggering. I didn't catch that. But yeah, the setup we look for is a break above a retest of this high. We missed that one. So we hit what would have been TP more or less. We pull back above this high. So as we were breaking higher, I entered long. Now, what we can expect sometimes is a second test, right? A second pullback lower and then a continuation higher. So we'll see if we get that. If that doesn't work, then this is just liquidity being grabbed longer term, and then they'll push the asset lower. But I think there's root with all this strength we've been seeing here. I don't know what the news is or what's going on. We might see continuation to the upside. And the great thing here is I'm risking the low of the opening range.
Yeah.
And
And,
which, yeah,
and like Justin just said, another nice engulfing NQES. They are, I mean, when both charts say the same thing, going in the same direction, I mean, you enter your comfort zone. But right
exactly.
now, especially if I look at your ES there, looks like they are trying to pull in buyers, the FOMO
Hmm.
traders, because it's rarely that these first time double tops without wicks just mow. They normally will pull down to a level where most get stopped out, then the real push coming.
Yeah, which is why we're scaling in. So which is why I'm in one contract here, but I can hold all the way to I would say about here. Right, this is kind of my line in the sand. This is where we had the prior levels. I don't mind
Mhm.
holding all the way to here before we get the up move. The only thing is we're seeing strength, So I don't want to make the same mistake where I allow this to take off without me having anything in.
But there's a lot of unfilled gaps there, so I think you will get it.
So we'll see.
Uh,
And then if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And the great thing is I'm only risking profits. So we're up what, 250 on the day. Even if I completely lose this trade, we're still green on the day. So
yeah.
it's totally fine. Again, you have to try to be agnostic to the dollars, even though it's not easy. But yeah. IG6207 saying, what is that indicator I'm using? Well, this is an indicator that I built myself with the help of yours truly, that's in live with me today, Daniel. Daniel helped me with making this, the, how do you call this?
Dashboard.
The dashboard and everything. But this is what I show every day. The opening range. It's a custom indicator that I coded using Claude and some LLMs, and it just trades my strategy that I do every day. And then I have triggers. These are B setups that I wouldn't take, and then you have the A plus, which would be that. Now it's hard to trade this live because I have to talk and I have to look at different things, so I miss that. But when I trade by myself and I'm not talking to anybody, I can be much more aggressive. So I would be in here, adding here, and doing a bunch of stuff. But anyways, but yeah, it's a custom indicator, and we'll be sharing it very soon in our Discord. Daniel has built a bunch of indicators also that he shares. We don't gatekeep anything. If you can make money with it, great. That's all the satisfaction I need. But I want to show you guys some statistics regarding what we're trading right now. So let's pull it up. I did some research over all the way to 2024, and that's because of Mark. Mark was like, hey, next time you're doing a presentation, you need to bring numbers. I was like, okay, Mark. Oh, man. Okay, so some numbers. The edge of this trade, of the opening range breakout, is 0.2R. So there's not a lot of edge there. This is purely numbers, like if you blindly take the trades each time. It's positive, but it's not huge. Where does the edge come? Well, the additional edge is going to come with your discipline and risk management, right? The great thing about it is if that 79% win rate is only if you take the trade this way. If you enter here, right on the break, if you enter here, right on the break, you put your stop here, and then you take your profits halfway. So you're risking 1 to 0.5. That's what's going to give you that 79% win rate. So you need to be careful there. Now, here's an interesting fact that I found out and I didn't know. 39% of days when we sweep, so meaning 39% of days, if we go up, we sweep the lows and then go back up, 39% of those days end up red. And I didn't think that was the case, right? 48% of days where we sweep both sides. So basically you get the range and then you maybe sweep the highs and sweep the lows. Half of those days, so 48% are going to end red. Something else to keep in mind, right? What else? The best single exit is TP 1.5. That's why I said, and I think Mark's numbers showed the same thing. So that means that if you get in on the break, so the classic way the opening range break is traded, you need to be getting out here. Otherwise, your trade doesn't make sense. I don't like to take this often because of that low risk to reward. Because when we get huge ranges, it's hard to trade. What else do I have that's interesting? Let's keep going. And by the way, this is a checklist that we'll be using soon for you to trade or not trade. We'll be sharing all of that very soon. And then we'll be able to put the height of the range. Basically, it's gonna be a systematic way of trading the setups, and then it'll grade it for you. You'll be able to save it in a list and then check your data. Did you follow the plan? Was it a winner, et cetera, et cetera? I'll have that ready soon for all you guys, and we'll share it with Discord, right? So what other news did I check? Oh yeah, if the retest occurs after noon, so after let's call it even 11:30, usually it's just a rollover. So we had that happen. Was it yesterday? I think it happened yesterday. Let's look at the ES. Yeah, there we go. So yesterday we broke out, and that was a good day. Well, that was a good example of a rollover. So if you took this break, well, we rolled over and finished red. So the later the retest happens, the bigger the chance of you rolling over. Anyway, some interesting stats there. I'm not crazy about this. We'll see. As long as we stay above, call it 72.97, I'm okay to hold this. But if not, then we're out. So 72, somewhere, just like I talked about, this blue line. Let me look at YM.
Yeah, it's tapping the imbalance there nicely.
Yep, that's what you talked about. So we'll see if it holds, or if this was just a fake out to induce the longs and then we just crash and burn.
It's better. This is live. We can't lose
I mean, hey, it's behaving right so far. We'll see. We have it wicking down with increased volume. So think about a store. It's probably people running back into the store. We're going to find out if it's real or not. And then if we get maybe a green candle there, I'll add to the position.
Yeah.
I'll just mark it in, by the way. IG6207 saying, "What's my Discord?" It's not my Discord. It's the Fivers Discord. So for you to have access to it, you need to have an account. So go ahead. Let me share a link with you. You can go ahead and buy the account, and you will have access to the Discord. I think. Do I have it open here? There you go. So this is my 25K that I just opened. We're up whatever 222, and then this is the link, right, Daniel? Yeah, you click that, and then this is going to take you to the Discord. So right there. Yeah. Why is the live not live? I need to talk to tech. What? We're live and it's off.
We're live.
Oh my God.
Hey, wake up.
Talk to the devs. But anyways, that's the link to the Discord.
Yeah. Can you share my screen again?
Yeah. For sure. Where are you? All right, you're live.
Yeah. You see here how we actually have the 50 of the range to the top. We have 50 of the box. This imbalance, we can go down to pretty much here. In this case, if I were entering long here, I was at my stop just here. That's the risk, the only risk I would take. And hopefully it won't crash like Dave said. Instead, it will, I think it will stall here actually, because these wicks, yeah, I know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If they don't buy it quick, then the trade is invalid. And that's actually the short I was looking for earlier today. But where is it? NQ. That's actually the short setup I was looking for earlier, but it happened, not as I expected it. So that's fine. If that ES trade doesn't work, then I'll reevaluate and reverse. Well, I won't reverse this trade short, but I'll probably get in short. And we're getting right around the area where I don't want to be in there anymore. So let me get the screen back on.
The NQ is lagging behind a little bit, but both ES and YM has pretty much eaten up the gap for now.
Yep. So let's see. I'm back on.
We have 5-minute close here in like a few seconds. So let's see what next candle will do.
Okay, so that long is basically invalidated. I'm waiting, but this is we needed continuation right here, and we saw buying, probably a lot of people thinking like me, but not enough. We need a continuation here. That's not happening, so now we're just gonna look for shorts. Gonna leave it a little bit more, but this candle is not a good sign.
It's coming now. It's
No,
coming.
I'm
Look at the one
waiting.
minute.
I'm waiting. We're fine. It could hit my stop loss. It's fine. I'll be even if it stops me out, I'll be green on the day, so we're good.
Yeah. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
That's the great advantage of trading with smaller size, because if I was in with those 5 contracts, I mean, if I was short, maybe I'd be happy, but if I was long with 5 contracts, this would have been a problem. That's why you trade with small size when the trade is not working in your favor, and you can add to the trade when it is working. So, risk
Yeah.
management here. We're comfortable.
YM looks really good, I would say.
Let's see. We need some volume
ES
though.
is it didn't engulf on the 1 minute, but that's not the big time frame.
Let's see.
NQ may go a little bit lower actually because it's not in the right place yet.
Yeah, it's not looking great on the higher time frames though. So we could crash and burn.
Positivity.
No, it's not positivity. Positivity is not going to save the trade. We're being
No.
realistic. All right, the trade is invalidated. I'm going to hit out. Even if it reverses, it's not what I want to see. So I'm out. Lost about 1 hour here. And now we wait for another setup. Let me put it back on let me show you guys something. So back on the indicator. This is a nice short though. I talked about taking a short there on the retest, but whatever. This might take off, and I got out too early, but whatever.
You know what, Dave?
Yep.
Gold did the full take profit.
Gold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the downside.
Yeah. From 50% perfect.
Nice,
Even though it was not an imbalance this time, but 50% is the first check that must be. So
nice.
but I didn't take it because I didn't like the condition of the market, but it was a good trade.
Yep.
So congrats to people that sold.
Congrats to the one that sold. Man, don't tell me that they just tested my patience and then they're reversing it right now.
How many times has that happened?
Oh man, too many to count.
No,
I don't even get mad anymore.
no, it's
And then the times you're like, no, let me wait, and then it stops you out. So it's fine.
if you look at gold 50 minutes on your charts,
Pull up
it
gold.
was super perfect again. And the badges showed up, say sell. I didn't solve
Where's
it.
yours? Let me add you. Let me put yours on the screen because it's gonna be clearer. Um, all right, you're up.
Okay, great. Yeah, so we did what we expected. We first this line here tells us we went outside of the box, downside, went up to 50% here. Badge says sell, right? In this case, we didn't have any imbalance to set stop loss. So if I would be taking this one on 50 only, I would be above the highs here, not a super big stop. And then this would be the first time I would take partial and set stop loss to break even. So, because most likely this one will continue down
Yeah,
for the reason that now they are working the way it should be. USD is strong, indices moving up, gold should move down, but gold and silver is industrial metals. So indices market is just one part of the actual indicator for it. So That's why it's many times can go in the same direction, and they just won't correlate in the way we want it to do, of course. So, but it could have been a good trade. But tomorrow is Friday, and that's gold's best day, so I hope to get one then.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, now the trend seems to have shifted downwards, and man, look at this. Looks so good for a short right now. I'm kind of late. All right, let me pull my screen back up. So if we
The
look at this,
YM is really hesitant for sure. It's sitting at the 50%. Can't really push or close below the wicks there, so I think it still has a chance.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I mean,
Dave
what
and
I
Daniel battle.
what I want to see what I want to see now, this is a 15-minute chart, is what happened. I don't know what this candle is going to do, but say this candle closes red. If it does, it's going to close. It's still 9 minutes, so there's still a good amount of time to go. Do we get a retest there to enter short, or are we just going to. So, three scenarios. Scenario number one is up, we faked out, we're going to completely recover.
Yeah.
And I see volume coming in, so.
Do we have any more questions? Let us know, because that's the funniest part to be here. That's to answer questions
Yeah.
and help people.
Because this whole morning, I was short biased. I wanted to be open minded. When I saw all this strength, I was like, maybe I should change my bias. But the setup I was looking for, specifically on the NQ right here, where is it? 5-minute chart. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh no, MNQ. Sorry. Right there is what this high retest, high move lower. I just needed it to happen here to be very convinced. So high retest, move lower. I was looking for that lower. I was looking for it here. All right. But that's not what we're getting. We'll see. I'm seeing.
Yeah, the NQ. I think that was the one that has. Now it has actually filled the gap, went to 50% perfectly, and now it's heading up.
Yeah, I might want to try that one again. We might want to try along again.
You can wait 3 minutes and see if you get an engulf on the 5-minute there. That will be helpful for sure.
What I like to do is just put a buy stop, and
okay,
then if it just takes me in, it takes me in, risking the prior low. The only thing, sometimes what happens a lot if we don't get the explosion I expect is you get the wick up, and then you got to pull back, and it takes you out, and then it goes. But since we've been pretty explosive today, let's see if we follow through.
Yeah.
And then be aware of this area right here. Be aware of this. You might tap into this and then go back down. We'll see.
Yeah, it looks good on NQ and ES, but they also have an imbalance that it may test and drop again. We don't know that, so we need to pass that down, I think.
Yeah, we need to be careful. This is not to hold very long. Yeah,
gold is reversing as well, so let's see.
We'll see. We are long NQ. Let's see what we get. Let me show you guys something really quickly on this. Man, even on gold, look at this, A+. I need to be looking at my indicator more. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? NQ. This is what I want to show you guys on the 1 minute. All right, so that's the setup, ORB setup, right? So you go, explode up, whatever, pull back to the prior high. Now, that's why I said we need to be aware of this. This is where very, very often we fail, right? So I'll be patient, but Because if it's going to be explosive, it's going to be nice. So we'll see. Right now, I'm actually risking actual. So I'm not risking profits anymore. I'm actually risking the account. So 2 R's. We'll see what we get. This is crazy. The ranges are insane. How many points is that? 30. Man, I'm risking 100 points. I usually risk 50 to make 100. You have to adjust your position now. And these
Yeah.
are 25K accounts, so you can't be risking too much. I guess I'm gonna have to, get bigger accounts. All right. My indicator just triggered.
Mm-hmm.
My indicator just triggered for a continuation. So let's see if it's valid. So it just triggered here. Where is it? NQ. Why didn't it trigger here? Oh, it stopped. All right, it triggered, then went back out, then triggered, then went back out. So we should get, it triggers trend line. So if we get the trend line to show up here, it'll trigger again. But if not, then it's not going to work. And that's what I said we need to be aware of. We have a little cluster here. So, pull back short again for a continuation lower. What does this look like on a higher time frame? 5 minutes. Yeah, we might get some selling again.
I do like the fact that gold is staying on the lower 50% side. So it may just go up and hit the 50 like it just did, and then come down again, test the wick low at least. And that's very common with gold. It wicks the wick before it reverse. So let's see.
Let's see. I got out more or less break even on this one. Maybe we need a second pullback. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not holding trades for long today. I think the market is trying to decide if it wants to go up or down. But the ranges are so big. For a second there, I was recovering that little loss. That's funny. Chat is quiet. Let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat. How are you guys doing? Oh, I forgot to add the link. Let me add the link for the sign up. You can use this link, sign up, and you should be able to access the Discord. All right. Are we gonna fall? This looks like a day we might completely fall, Daniel.
It's hard to say, right? Because
It's hard to say.
Still sideways, even though we try to see a direction, but it's
hard to say. I'm zooming out, looking at higher time frames, but
so
we're trying to find direction here.
Yeah, they're sitting around the 50%, all of them. So it's really tough to say what is wrong and what is right here. But we do have longs for YM and NQ. So let's see if we can at least hit the high for today. May not go much higher, but it will. A push to the high would be nice. But I'm not trading indices at all today, so I'm just do the analytics, and I'm not responsible for what I say.
Not responsible for whatever happens.
No, because I no risk in the market right now.
You said what?
I have no risk in the market right now. I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
watching the
it's
chart.
easy to talk when you don't have risk in the market, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep. All right. Seeing buyers step in again. This is kind of hesitating here, but we might get, let me check something out really quick again. I feel like they want to retest the highs, but it's hard to tell. All right, let's try again. Risking this wick low. All right, couple questions here. I have Ernest saying, you bought an account, however, still struggling with Black Arrow and taking trust. I guess taking losses. All right. I mean, practice in sim mode. That's your best bet. Once you're ready, then you can risk the real account. Byron saying you're learning from us all. You're a beginner. Great. Keep learning. Watch us make mistakes live so you know what not to do.
No. Dave, the 10% on prop firm matches, that is only for first-time buyers, right?
Yeah, it's for first-time buyers.
Yeah. Okay.
How fast do you have to start live trading with the account? There's no rush. You could start trading whenever you want. It's a one-time fee. There's no monthly fee. So keep practicing with the sim. I think you have to. I need to double check, but it used to be one trade every 14 days, right, Daniel?
On futures.
On the CFD side, it used to be one. You need to have one trade every 14 days for the account to be considered active, right?
On the CFD, as if you are in the evolution, then you have 30 days. You must place at
30
least
days.
one trade, and if
Okay.
you're funded, then 60 days.
I need to double check the rules for futures. I'm going to check the FAQ, but I don't remember. You know, I'm an active trader. I trade all the time, so I don't.
Yeah, we never reach that. 14
we never
days
have
would
that
be
issue. We never have that issue. Yeah, 14 days probably because I'm in the hospital and I can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully not. All right. Buyers not in a hurry to push this higher. So let's see. They're trying, but we're right at this prior resistance level. So it's not looking very constructive.
On futures, there are 14-day period where
Yeah,
you
14, right? It's once every 14 days. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So here is the FAQ link if anyone would check that. Okay, let's see the fibers.
All right, so this is my last trade, guys. For this asset, if it doesn't work, then it's fine. I probably shorted the bottom where I should have bought, but I'm thinking maybe we get another leg down. This is to satisfy myself mentally that I tried the short, because the short was what I wanted to do since this morning. So let's put this on a 5-minute chart, show you the thesis behind it. Like I said, we broke down from the range, retested this level, then pull back. I wanted to get in short somewhere around here. We pull back again. Probably should have been looking short here to risk some of those prior highs. We'll see. But right now, since we're struggling to move up, I think we should go and either test these levels or push lower. But if I'm wrong and if that doesn't work and we kind of revert back up to the highs, then that's totally fine. But that will be my last trade because that means I'm not reading the market right, or I'm just being impatient with the trades and not waiting for proper levels.
Yeah, that's a common thing that we do, even though we say we should not be doing it.
Yeah, we make the mistakes. We show them live, and that probably was the better entry long. But I was trying to, and I'll admit I was influenced by these moves because we got fast moves here. So I'm like, well, maybe we explode up here, and yep, maybe that's the long right there. And I shorted the bottom.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
If you are new to the 5S futures, here you have the link for prop firm match of 10% off. Plus, I think there's an account as well, right? When you pass.
Yeah, when you get the percentage off, but the other thing is you if it's a first time account, man, this was the long entry. If it's the first time you use the account, you get a free reset. That's what we have here. You buy an account, you get a second chance free. So you get a free reset.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
It's all new to me. I saw it first time today, so.
No problem. There's a lot going on, so I don't blame you. There's a lot going on. All right, guys. We tried the long, we tried the short, we got stopped out. That was my last trade.
Yeah.
We don't need to keep losing when we're not reading the market right.
For sure. It's today is. I mean,
All it's triggered.
A lot of consolidation going on, and
I need to just follow the indicator, right? It stopped triggering, and now it triggered. So it's like, okay, now take the trade. But no, I was in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean, YM and NQ and even ES is going a bit bullish now, above the 50%, but it has been there so many times. It's probably just flip flopping.
Yeah, it might be, and that's why I don't want to keep trying, because it might be one of those days where you test here, you go test here, you test here, and then you pull back and then sweep this low, and then go back here, and then go back and sweep this lower low, and then explode all the way up. And so I don't want to be, if it's gonna be a mess, I don't want to be in the mess. So you see, we move up and then right back down.
Yeah.
You see? So I don't want to be in this. Maybe there will be a trend, because I'm always trying to catch some trends. Maybe there'll be a trend later on in the day, but for now I'm not seeing anything yet. Let me see. YM. Oh, it's right in the area we talked about this morning. I put it on 15-minute.
Yeah.
How do you trade this, Daniel?
It's the craps baccarat roulette of the financial market.
Man,
they probably building up for breakaways Friday, but that doesn't help us much today.
Yeah, they're probably positioning. And I think honestly, I think these tweets didn't help.
No, for sure.
Right. Those tweets we got this morning, they did not help. Colin saying, does one have to use Black Arrow when trading with the funded accounts? Yeah, you have to. So Black Arrow is the platform to use for futures. So that's the only platform that you're going to use. By the way, you said who said he was struggling? Was it oh no, it was Ernest saying he was struggling. But yeah, Black Arrow is the platform we use. I think if you're a little bit open-minded, you will like you will learn to like the platform. I personally like it. I like the fact that there's a bunch of options. The fact that you can have the news right there and see what's going on, economic data. If you forget, you just put it on the day, oh, red folder news, you have something there. Well, this is not big. This is Michigan consumer sentiment, but it's right there you could see it. And then a lot of good stuff. You could do the risk management thing where it kind of stops you from trading if you can't stop yourself. So for example, total loss, you could put this there to lock you out. I like that. um what else do I like? So you have the stats here. Which account is this? 96. So my stats are probably not great today. Oh, we took more than I thought we would took more than how many trades did I take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wow, 7 trades. All right. Yeah, definitely time to stop. I thought I had taken 4 trades.
And if anyone feel that Black Arrow is, I mean, it's a new platform. It's always when you have a new platform, it's a lot to learn. If you feel more comfortable using TradingView, you can subscribe to the CME feed and do all the charting there, and then just execute on Black Arrow.
Just execute on Black Arrow. Yeah, you could do that as well. I jump back and forth between both of them. So there's some features I like with the charting. Like I like that I can jump from different layouts like that. So I'll have like weekly analysis there. What's that? Oh yeah, I hadn't done that. I'll have a weekly analysis there. I'll have a day. So that's usually where I put the trend lines and the levels, etc. And then when I do the boxes for you guys, I usually go on this trading layout. And if I don't want to see anything, I like that about Black Arrow. I also like the brackets a lot. So I think if you're open-minded, you can learn to like and appreciate the platform. And I know on the other ones, the Ultra one, you get volume profile and stuff like that. That's another thing I need to check is the upgrade.
Yeah, it's not working
gray right
yet.
now. Yeah,
we have no news on that one, but the idea is that you can, as trader, upgrade yourself from 1 to plus to ultra and so on later on. But for now, it's the Fivers account will not connect to an upgraded platform.
Okay. So look at the order flow a little bit. 28,890.
That is Bookmap, right?
Yeah, it's a version of Bookmap that they have integrated, but I was looking at if you go in the indicators, more indicators, and then you go into here and you go into here, replicators. So that's the copy trading things for the multiple accounts, but they have a Bookmap plugin.
Okay.
But I don't think it's ready yet.
Hello, Void. Welcome.
Oh, afternoon, Habibi Void, Team Mango. You're Team Mango, right, Void? Or is it banana? Yeah, we're just hovering in the middle right now. Let me go back. I think the short is building up, man.
I mean, it's easy to say, but that's why I like gold, because when gold says one thing on the indicator,
when gold says one thing, it's the thing, right? That's
yeah,
my competition account, wrong account. That's the account. All right.
To be even a little bit more cocky, if I say it's going there, it's going there.
There we go. Leader of the Mango team. Let's go, Team Mango. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mango.
I don't even know what it's about. They told me pick mango or banana. I was on one of those Discord things they had, and I like mangoes, so I picked mango, and I have no idea what it means, what they're talking about. Let me know in the chat, guys. Do you want me to go short or not? I know it was the last trade. If enough people say yes, hit a yes in the chat. If I see 10 yeses, I'll take a short. If I don't see 10, then I won't take it. If I don't see 10 yeses, that means that you guys are helping me stay disciplined. And Daniel stays quiet.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we stay
No,
above
it's
the 50%, I wouldn't touch it
yeah.
for short. And we are, so
Take Keith says yes. That's one. I need 10. You could say no as well if you want me to go long. We're coiling. I can tell you that. The behavior we're seeing here is we're coiling. We're getting ready to expand somewhere. All right, we got 1, 2. Take it. You can't say yes twice. It's one yes per person. Byron says yes. Okay, we got 2 yeses. And we got 15 minutes to go. So I'll take another trade.
okay,
If I
you
get
get
10
my
yeses.
yes as well.
I got
Boy,
your
please
yes.
help him.
You know what would suck is I get another yes, I take the trade, and then boom, we lose again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
But you can see it this way. You have more yes than no right now, so you should take it.
I said 10. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 yeses. Okay, there's at least 12 people watching. 47 in total between the different platforms. So
Okay.
I'm waiting.
13
I need
minutes.
10. I need 10. If I don't get 10, I don't take the trade. And I hope we got 10 likes at least. Let's see. All right, we got 12 likes. That's good. We got enough likes. I need more yeses. I need to know who's here. We could take a virtual one. I think Void. Justin saying call it a day. Okay.
It's almost 5 p.m.
You're cheating,
here.
Void. You said it's almost what?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. for you?
Yep.
Well, I guess you got to wrap it up.
Yep. No trading after 5:30.
Forced trades are not allowed. Banned. Okay. IG6207 saying do it. All right. Let me see how many I got. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing 3. But I'll count. I'll count. Justin is telling me not to trade. So we're still hovering above. So we're here using the indicator. We're still So let's get this out of the way. Let's look at the chart. Right, we are coiling right here. Oh, sorry, like this.
Yeah.
We're coiling here. We had an initial up move, retest. So we might go test these lows. We might wick, go back up and test these lows. That's one scenario. Another scenario is we might test the lows directly, go back into our range and continue to the upside. Put it like this. But again, this might be a sideways action day where we pick no direction. So we'll see. Nobody's saying short. I'll tell you this, I'm short in my other account. I've been short since here.
I mean, the ES is the only indices that are actually below 50, but if you want to have a good Thursday, I think you should do what Justin said, stay out.
Oh yeah, on this account I'm out, and then the other one is I'm already in profit. I already took out half the position off, and my stop is at break even. So we're good.
Okay.
But if we fall, first level is here around those 28,650s. If we fall, of course, because we might just be coiling. And then if we do fall hard, then we continue lower. That would be what? That's 300, almost 400 points, and then that's 600 points. So that's possible if we fall. If not, then look to the sky. Look to the sky. All right, guys. Well, I guess, and I like this. The chat is helping me stay disciplined. So that's great on this account, at least. Let's look at gold.
Sideways.
Sideways. Oof.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't have traded this. Let's look at the YM.
But I mean, gold can go for another sell to the daily low. So, well.
So since I'm on the YM, right? Let me put this back.
Mm-hmm.
We talked this morning about this area. I mean, we went above it, but if say this hadn't happened and this happened earlier, would be valid for you to short or not?
Well, basically, based on if I look at patterns, it will be a
put it back
potential. Yeah, it will be. If I would be trading it, I would probably do short rather than buy at least, but I wouldn't be trading it. So
yeah, so this would not be valid for you.
No.
Okay. Totally fair.
Because YM has a buy set up on the indicator. ES nothing. Nasdaq has a buy. Germany or FDAX, the DAX has already played out a buy. We take profit high. Gold do nothing really, going up, down, up, down. So if I were forced to trade anything, I would probably sell, but I would take a very short TP for that.
Okay.
I mean, look at the markets today. It's like ranging up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, around the 50%, which is where all the volume sits anyway. So
Yeah.
they're just fighting by sell side all the time, and
Yeah,
that's nightmare for trend traders to be in
it
such
is.
markets.
It's tough. If we look at if we're talking about premium and discount, right? I think I touched on that earlier this morning. If we took this huge range here, right? This drop, well, we like to talk about, actually, let me get the 50% because that's what I want to show. Where is it? Here. This is the Nasdaq, by the way. We touched that 50% here, and then we're pushing lower. So we are trying to go towards discounted prices, right? But the market doesn't move in a straight line. Well, except maybe this day. But we might continue to kind of determine where we need to go before we push lower. So we'll see what happens. But we might also drop like a dead fish. That's the fun thing about the market, is you never know for sure what's going to happen.
Especially with Trump saying he's going to take over the Iranian oil market like he did with Venezuela. I mean,
Yep.
oh no.
Well, we started to fall.
Should I not join the attacker team? Well, I joined the OG team.
OG team.
Yep.
Hangover market. Everyone expecting Taco Trump move. There you go. Well, I'm glad I'm short on my other account. That's looking nice.
Yep.
Let's see. NQ. Did we hit the first? Okay, first target is almost there for our virtual short. Did I take it out? I had a virtual position here.
Yeah, great trader. I mean, that's why I'm not trying to be an expert in indices, because I'm not far from. But when it comes to gold, I can at least trust my stats and
Your instincts, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean the setup was, like I said, longer term. If we take this on a this is a 5. Wait, let's put my screen back on. Yeah, so right now we're tapping into the level. This is where I would be scaling out. Let me take off one more. Sorry guys, taking it off on the other account. All right. Yeah.
Are you trading NQ?
Yeah, I was short NQ from here.
Because the ES is passing the support there, so it looks good. Looks good,
yeah. Looks good. I was short about 3 contracts, took 2 off. I have 1 runner. Yeah, so what I saw was, okay, we're coiling here, right here. Let's put it like this. And by coiling, I mean how do you call it, Daniel? Compression?
Yeah, contraction,
Contraction, exactly.
Consolidation.
And I felt that, okay, we're contracting here. We've tried to continue higher. It hasn't worked. So the most logical place is down first. Right?
Yeah.
That was my idea.
Coiling, is that the same thing as barcoding?
Coiling, actually, a coil in English is a how do you call that? Let me show you what a coil is. Like a shock absorber or a spring.
Okay.
So coil shape, let me show you. It's like a circular shape. There you go. That's a coil.
Yeah.
So when I say coiling, it's like the price is doing that. Come on. Before it decides where it wants to go.
Okay.
But there we go. We're expanding. And I think there is room to go much further down.
Yeah, I mean, look at the ES. It's dropping like nothing else.
Yep. Well, we didn't catch it live. It'll be for next time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, One day can be like this. That's
Oh, it's
fine.
fine. I actually I want everybody to see the losses. We've had some great days. We've had some great trades, with nice profits. But you guys have to know. Sometimes I blow up accounts. Sometimes, half the time I take losses. It's just a matter of risk management, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Well, it is that time. Thank you for staying so long, Daniel. I guess I
Yeah, no
didn't let
problem,
you
no
leave.
problem. I
I sort of kidnapped you today.
yeah.
It was a voluntary kidnapping.
Yeah.
So good one, good one, good one. Anyways, thank you everybody. I wish you a great rest of your trading day, and then we'll be back next week with more stuff. Thanks a lot, Daniel.
Thank you too. Bye for
All
now.
right. Take care, guys.